Hi everyone, welcome to episode 3 of Bachelor Experts of the Upper East Side. We are your hosts, Ross and Sara, and we are really excited. We have a fun episode ahead of us, a lot to discuss, and as you can see, we've also made some big changes here on our setup.
Exactly. I went formal this week.
We did.
Got a collar on.
And we've also switched sides. This is because of some feedback we got from a viewer who felt Ross's hair might look better on the other side, so we're trying it out.
Yeah, and keep giving us feedback. We're trying to do this better. This is for you, so whatever you want to see, we're open for it.
Yes. So let's dive in. We have a lot to talk about from this week. So the first segment that I think we should start off with is this Bachelor Nation news.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of things going on that we can just, provide snarky comments to. So the first, again, this isn't really news. This is just something I stumbled across, is the Australian Bachelor from last year. I mean, take a look at him. He looks
good-looking guy.
Yeah, but he looks nothing like our American bachelors, and I just thought it was made me chuckle.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, do we know how many countries that the Bachelor is in?
No, but I don't know if you guys watch Bachelor Winter Games. We did, because amazing.
True.
And there were probably like 6 or 7 countries represented.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I wonder if they all have their own Chris Harrison that's as Chris
know.
Harrison as here, or if he just kind of bounces around country to country.
I could see him bouncing.
Does his one, this is the final rose.
Well, also remember Christian, the German guy from Bachelor Winter Games? He jumped from by the way, he's like our favorite character, our favorite contestant, if you haven't seen it, but he went from being like a contestant or maybe even the Bachelor in like Sweden or Switzerland and then moved over to the German version, just
making moves.
Yeah, making moves. So there's a lot there. And Ari Jr. and Lauren B, also Jr., if you count Lauren B from the previous season, tied the knot this week in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm. Nice, good for them.
Yes. They seem in love. They also are with child. And her 20 weeks pregnant. Can we get a picture up somewhere of this? Because it's literally ridiculous. It's what I look like when I wake up.
That's impressive, I think is the word.
I'm impressed.
Or maybe it's just a very small baby.
I hope to look like that tomorrow, and that's her, pregnant. So finally, Caitlin Bristow she was the Bachelorette a couple seasons ago, I think before Ross even started watching.
Yes, I asked you who Caitlin is at the time.
Yeah, exactly. She and Jason, who you do know, because he was your favorite from last...
Becca's season.
Yeah, they are dating. There were some lovey-dovey Instagram comments exchanged, and
wow.
Yeah, so
very serious.
It's real. So we're excited to see where their relationship will go. Got our first group date of the season.
Yeah.
But before that, I really feel like Chris Harrison is secretly making fun of all of these girls in his head.
Yeah, absolutely. Like when he walked in and he said, "Today's a great day to fall in love, ladies."
And they're all like, "Yes, totally." And he's like, it's so funny, and I love it. He's really bringing in the viewers who are also laughing at what's happening.
He knows the sarcasm that's out there.
Exactly. Also, you pointed out during this episode, which is a great point, there's no moms this season.
No, obviously it's a very young crowd. Colton's definitely not ready to be a father yet.
Apparently not. He must have had that in his no-no list.
Sure.
But how would they, spend so much time talking about him being a virgin and somebody else being a mom? There's just not enough room.
Sure, there might be a hidden kid out there that we'll discover later.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Could be.
We'll see.
Anyway, so the group date, again, this is not a date in my opinion. It's a performance. No. And they go and they're instructed by Ron and Tammy.
Yeah, from Parks and Rec. We love them.
Yeah, we didn't know they were married, so that was fun to find out. Maybe you knew that already, but we did not. So they have to give a performance of spoken word.
Yeah, more of a monologue about their first something. And there's a lot of leniency in what they were allowed to say is their first. Most of it seemed to be an event that happened the night before.
True. I mean, I would have taken this opportunity because, again, it's not really a date. Mm-hmm. I would have taken the opportunity to at least say something that I might have said on a date to him. Yeah. Not like, let me tell you about the time I kissed some guy or slept with some guy that my other friend was trying. You would not say that on a date.
Exactly. Or let me tell you, Colton, about the first time that I kissed you last night, Colton. Odd.
It's like, yes, did their life start last night? It feels a little bit like that.
It is a little weird.
Yeah.
But there were some good dramatics that came out of the event.
Oh, yes. Catherine threw down her mic.
Yeah. very dramatically.
That was aggressive. She just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know.
Yeah, and then the real story of it all was Demi. Demi's making a name for herself now.
She really is. She told a story about the first time she kissed Colton, which was right then. To be fair, I do give her credit for the idea of like, you know, how can I really use this to my advantage? But she's just such like a villainous character now, and she didn't do it. She did it in an
She's not shying away from that either, as
no.
evidenced by later on in the night at the cocktail party for the group date.
Yeah.
People where she touched the rose. That's a big deal.
You're never apparently that is a cardinal sin.
Yeah, it's one of the 7 deadly sins in Bachelor Nation. Don't touch the rose.
Exactly. But so
Tracy took a lot of offense to that specifically.
Oh my gosh, she's like the Annalise of this season, where she looks like on the edge of a breakdown at all times.
Yes, absolutely.
We love it.
So we did get to know a little bit more about Elise, is it?
The 31-year-old. That's what we got to know.
Yeah,
and that has earned her a group date rose.
Yes.
Because she really opened up in talking about how she has been alive for 31 years.
So then we went to our first one-on-one date of the season with Hannah B. Miss
Alabama Hannah.
Roll Tide. So they go on a little bit of horseback riding in the outskirts of LA. She thinks they're in Arizona, makes some weird comment, and get to a rendezvous with some champagne and a hot tub, obviously.
Of course.
And that's where the things really got awkward.
It was brutal. She's asked to make a toast.
Ooh.
Which is a tall order, apparently. And coming from a Miss USA contestant, I would think they have to, string some words together at some point on their thinking on their feet.
Exactly.
I was shocked.
And this is a toast, Hannah.
Just a toast. The world is your oyster. You could say anything.
Yeah. How about to us? That would have sufficed.
To us, a 2-word toast. Well, she did say a 2-word toast. She landed on Roll Tide, which she also said in her opening.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Doesn't look good.
So then they take a dip in the hot tub.
Yep.
She's really digging at his face there for an eyelash.
I spent a very long time trying to find that eyelash in Colton.
And I'm really wondering what he wished for when he did make that wish. Probably something along the lines of, I wish I wasn't here. Yeah. I wish she would speak.
I wish I invited someone else on this date.
I wish it wasn't her birthday so I could send her home. A lot of things, a lot of possibilities there, so.
True, but inevitably they do make it to the dinner part of the date. It's her birthday, so she gets the rose. He can't send her home already.
And she did open up a little bit on the one-on-one. I felt bad for her. I felt like we got to know her a little bit more, but I do think that's where the getting to know her will end. I feel like maybe there isn't too much more that we're going to find out about her.
And it does seem like we're going to get some drama between Miss Alabama and Miss North Carolina for this coming episode, so we might get a little more insight into what that is all about.
And being that Hannah B was the person I thought was going to get the first impression rose, like I liked her from the promos and stuff, and I'm interested to see if my view will change on her.
Yeah, we'll find out. But the date does end with the fireworks.
As always, or a band.
You're either dancing or looking at fireworks. So that was pretty much all on that date.
A little boring one-on-one, to be honest. And next, the second group date, where we go to a campground. And it looks a lot like where I used to go to band camp, where they did some canoeing, some relay races, tug of war. Not my ideal date.
Yeah, again, not very much of a date. I don't think there's anyone that really connected with Colton in this, which is the goal.
Yeah. There wasn't.
But the real star of the show, of this date, was Billy Eichner, the guest.
Oh, yeah. He's also from Parks and Rec. So, big on the Parks and Rec, which we appreciate.
Yeah. And the most noteworthy thing out of that was that Billy has a conversation with Colton and asked the $1 million question that we all want to ask Colton, are you gay?
There's a long pause, and eventually he says no. But
it's out there.
He said it, not us. And so that was funny. And he also said that he wanted a guest appearance on the Goldbergs instead. So that was amazing. And then who even got the second group date rose?
That's a great question.
Heather
David.
The girl who had never been kissed.
Yes.
I like her.
Yeah.
She's
nice.
She is different than I expected her to be, and I like her. She seems nice and she seems cute.
Yeah, I hope we get past the occupation that is I've never been kissed. I hope we learn a little bit more because she does seem like a really nice girl.
But if they both have not real occupations, they might be a perfect match.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is true.
So going over some of our things from last week, like our drinking game, There were, I think, 3 counts of Colton being shirtless this.
Yes.
And, I mean, okay, so that doesn't sound like a lot, but it was. It was just unnecessary.
The segments are a little drawn out. It's him in a shower.
Yeah, him
for a long time.
in the hot tub, him on
in
his
bed,
just like chatting. We didn't need that.
No.
So you should have drank it 3 times for that. And if you recall from last week, the tweet about I know the virginity thing is overplayed, you'll learn more about me. No, that was still the theme of the episode.
Yeah, no, not a lot more coming out of Colton's history other than still, why are you a virgin?
Right. That's what was talked about in the one-on-one dates. That was talked about in some of the group dates. That's what the theme of basically the first group date was, even if they didn't say it.
Yeah.
So
we believe you, Colton. We just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, so we will believe it when we see it.
So we're on to the cocktail party now.
Ooh, lots of drama.
Episode.
Love it.
Yeah, a few girls made a name for themselves.
Sydney and Onyeka went at it with the noisy pots and pans.
Exactly. And if you recall, Onyeka, in the very first cocktail party of the season, that she came out with the whistle and saying, "You're drowning in bitches."
To Catherine.
Yeah, to Catherine. This week, she brought out an air horn and blew it in Sydney's face.
Yeah, so that started some rivalry there between... It was uncomfortable.
Exactly. Also, just very annoying. You can't imagine that Colton's very attracted to that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like these girls should learn from the previous seasons that when you're doing that, you pretty much don't make it. You might make it a couple episodes, but you never make it till the end.
Yeah, exactly. You might get a little 15 minutes of fame, but you're not in it for the long haul.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, Sydney comes back with some pots and pans. Good to see a little back and forth. That's nice.
Yeah, that was good. And then Demi.
Yes, Demi.
Ooh, she is really making a name for herself as the villain of this season. I mean, she takes Colton up to her fantasy closet. I don't even get it. And gives him a quote-unquote massage, which is basically her being like... I mean, it did not look like a massage.
The quote being... Would you like to come home to this every day?
Oh my gosh. No, run for the hills, Colton.
Yeah.
I think he knows that. I think at this point she's a producer pick.
True, but she definitely riled up the rest of the girls in the house.
Oh yeah, her and Tracy went at it again. And again, Demi did make a good point, which was like, quit crying in the closet, Tracy. And if you want to go talk to him, go talk to him.
Yeah, we'll see. But outside of those 2 instances, not a whole lot else coming from the cocktail party. Rose ceremony, we have all the girls who were in it last week.
This was last week's standings.
And 4 girls get sent home this week.
Angelique, Erica, Annie, and Alex.
Yes.
Annie, though, I don't know if you guys saw Ellen when they had Colton and some of the contestants on it a couple months before The Bachelor started, but Annie was on it and she actually won the little like game show component. And so I didn't expect her to go home.
Good insight, Sara.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't expect her to be going home so soon.
Yeah.
She seemed cute, but didn't make that connection. So this week's results from the Bachelor Fantasy League on abc.com. I received 150 points.
And I also received 150 points, still leading.
By just 5 points. We'll see what happens. And the drinking game for this week is to finish your drink when someone confronts Demi.
Should be frequent.
Yes, we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to lots of drinks finished.
Yes, and also, maybe not for this week, but it does seem like the Miss Alabama, Miss North Carolina, should be some good confrontation there. So a lot of drama, hopefully, this week.
To come, yes. Very excited for that. Thanks again for watching Bachelor Experts of the Upper East Side. Tune in next week where we will have our first guest to weigh in on the Miss Alabama, Miss North Carolina situation. And please subscribe to our channel and share us with your friends.
Thank you.
And have a great week.
And we'll see you soon.